Alright, so first things first, I want to talk about Tekken 8 and the new update that's coming out, which is version 2.02. Now, if you know me, I do a lot of Tekken content, and I really want Tekken 8 to be great. Like, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of things going on since the game first came out. We're on Season 2, and Season 2 hasn't been great. As you can see, I don't really play it that much, but I do want the game to be good so I can play it again and enjoy it. I kind of enjoyed playing, ranked, seeing how far I can go in ranked with the characters, even ranked matches right now. And the way how they've done the system, it just feels a bit weird at the minute. So I'm just waiting to see what's going on. But we're going to talk about version 2.02 update, and this is just an overview. So they haven't spoken about the characters and what changes they've done to the characters just yet, but this is just an overview of what's going on. So I have my laptop next to me, so I'm gonna read out what's going on right now. So it's version 2.02 balance adjustment policy. They say shared balance adjustment policy for version 2.02 and 2.03. Following the previous update, is version 2.1, we will continue addressing moves with excessively high return relative to risk and high performance moves that can repeatedly create advantageous situations leading to one-sided gameplay. Balance adjustments will prioritize moves with particularly high impact based on player feedback and match data. In consideration of several major esports tournaments scheduled in August, large-scale balance adjustments are expected to conclude with version 2.03. However, we will continue monitoring the competitive environment after version 2.03 and consider further adjustments as needed. Now, I'm still kind of confused on why they are not providing surveys, just online surveys of what people want, because they're saying from match data. Man, there's moves that, like Claudio's 4-4-3-2. What's going on there? This move is just ridiculous. You're looking at these players and they just look defeated. Even when they lose, what can you do? That move is ridiculously good. 3 levels of charge up. The first level is from what I know, is not even like unsafe, punishable. Second level is plus. The third level is plus 13 or 14, so you can do the kick punch move, which wall splats against the wall into a big wall combo. It just doesn't make any sense, and there is no counterplay to it. Like that, you just have to guess on what level your opponent is doing with that move, and it's just a lot. Asuka's another character that she can just steamroll you with a lot of moves, and it just feels like you can't do anything. Up forward 1-2, that move is like ridiculous. Sick 13 frame punish if you have Nano Augusto. Bam, bam, knockdown into whatever else. If you're in heat, you get Nano Augusto until when heat runs out, so that means you get up forward 1-2 into the follow-up, which is forward 2, 1+2, like 50 plus damage. Crazy for a 13 frame punch. So yeah, moving on. Balance adjustment policy version 2.02. Patch notes are scheduled to be released around 10:30 a.m. JST on Tuesday, June the 3rd. The upcoming update version 2.02, scheduled for release on Tuesday, June 3rd JST, will include further adjustments aimed at optimizing the overall balance between offense and defense. I get triggered every time they say between offense and defense, because there is a lot of offense in this game and there is not much defense in this game. The way how you can offer defensive stuff is by choosing to add whiff recovery to a lot of these moves. A lot of these moves, when you whiff, they recover super fast. Heat smashes, when you whiff them, they recover super fast. If you block, they offer high offensive pressure. Come on, it's not hard here. Add heavy recovery frames to people that whiff heat smash, or characters, should I say, not people. Characters that whiff heat smash, it needs to be heavy on recovery. Rage arts, stuff like that as well. Even some of these power mid moves that you've added in season 2, if they whiff heavy on recovery, because they do so much damage. If they do so much damage, not only that, majority of these plus on block mids that are heavy, they do chip damage. So maybe if they whiff, heavy on width. You need to just certain things like that. But let me go on. So, in addition to share policy above, we will revise certain aspects of the heat system to prevent it from having an excessive impact on match flow. I think, if you ask me, okay, cool. Okay, cool. So we're just looking at this right now. So, yeah, okay. So number one, adjustment to heat timer consumption for certain moves. Some moves that consume remaining heat timer time have had disproportionate impact on the balance of offense and defense. To address this, we will adjust the amount of heat timer consumed by these moves. In particular, high guard crush potential moves have made it difficult for the defending side to respond and often led to one-sided situations. As such, we will increase their heat timer consumption to better balance risk and reward. This change aims to make move selection more tactical and appropriate to situation by correcting the risk/reward balance for heat time consuming moves. Panda's unbreakable throw, that heat timer needs to be large. It needs to be a big risk. Like, I've seen Rangchu in the BAM tournament in Australia do the move twice. Can't break the throw. Bam. You know, then does it again. Bam. And then psh, psh, to the wall. Then you get a big combo. Insane. Tracking adjustment for heat smash. For some characters, if the first hit of the heat smash whiffs, the follow-up attacks will track the opponent excessively. In version 2.02, we will adjust the tracking so that if the first hit misses, the following attacks will no longer track the opponent. This aims to prevent situations where the defending player is unfairly hit despite a successful evasion and to improve counterplay opportunities against heat smash. I think stuff like, let me break down a scenario here. If Dragunov does the running the shoulder barge, right? That's 3 hits. If Dragunov misses the first hit, he needs to be able to just do this, and then the other 2 hits do not come out. And he's heavily in disadvantage. Like, I don't know how you would do it, but maybe he's just doing it, and then he's kind of like, I don't know, maybe he stumbles or something like that. I don't know. It just needs to be that these characters, maybe not stumble, but you know what I mean. The whiff recovery needs to be heavy, and that's across the board with all these characters. If you cannot if you cannot power crush or these heat smashes, if you throw them out, there needs to be like some type of, like, if you whiff, there needs to be some punishment for it, because these heat smashes are too good, especially along with Rage Art. Rage Art being minus 15 on block is insane. I don't know how we've got a whole year and heat smash, no, not even heat smash, sorry, Rage Art is minus 15. Makes no sense. Especially some of them, they even, like, just the way how they hit, they can hit from a distance. So it's just annoying. Okay, balance adjustment policy for version 2.03. Patch notes are scheduled to be released on Tuesday, July 8th JST. Number 1, buff for select characters within range that does not significantly impact overall battle balance. And number 2, revisions to frame advantage on block for Rage Art in light of increased importance of counterattacks due to raised health values. Oh no. We will continue to work on working to improve overall battle balance and provide a better competitive environment. Now this is a problem. I wanna shed some light on this. Buff for select characters within range that does not significantly impact overall battle balance. We need to just stop buffing characters. You need to concentrate on what the main problem is, and the main problem is that these characters, there's some characters there, the Claudios, the Lydias, these characters, Brian, like, I'm trying to think, Asuka, Panda, these characters, Panda and Kuma, because the hunt instance is ridiculous to deal with. It's very, very, it makes you feel super uncomfortable. Like, you don't know whether to duck the throw, you don't know whether to sidestep because of the homing mid, and plus it does chip damage as well. There's so much going on. So yeah, like saying that you're gonna buff selected characters. Like obviously I know people complain about Lee Charlan, but can't that just wait for a bit? But then again, obviously people are competing as well, so I also understand that too. I just feel like buffing and nerfing at the same time causes such an uneven, slide. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna buff these characters, but then maybe these characters have something silly. And I know you're probably watching there and you're saying, yeah, but King J, like, how can you say that when, like, our characters are not good? I'm in the same boat. Leroy, I know people be like, oh, Leroy's busted, or whatever, but how many people played Leroy in tournament or said they are? Austin Asher is going to play Leroy. He finds him a bit difficult. Yagami played him in tournament against CBM, and I think he lost, right? Yeah. And that's no shade towards them. Like, Leroy, to me personally, I've always said I don't think he's good in this game. He has some good tools like maybe Sabaki, down back 3, stuff like that as well. These moves are annoying, right? But I don't think he's like, compared to Asco, Claudio, Panda, Bang, like, I could list Jin. I could list so many characters the way I could think, yeah, I believe they're better than Leroy. So, yeah, buffing characters that, are not really doing well in this game. I just think we just need to nerf the top tiers first. Just nerf the top tiers, bring them down. There's a lot of busted moves. Bring them down a bit, Some of the characters where they've had new lows, Harung having the new low and Leo's new low as well. The Bok low move. On the hit, that needs to be at least -1 or something like that. Or minus, these moves are ridiculously good. -1 on hit, -2 on hit. Like, give it the same treatment you give Leroy's down back 4. Leroy's down back 4 is -4 on hit. You get counter hit knockdown, and you get just ground pounds or back 3 +4. If you block that, it's -15, right? These lows, like the Harung one and the Leo Bok low, these lows are ridiculous, man. Like, they're really, really good lows. Like, and I know people are gonna be like, oh, but this the least of your problems. There's so many other moves. Lows are very important in a game like Tekken 8, because this is what opens you up and makes you want to duck. If they keep just repeating the lows until when you start ducking and then they launch you, bearing in mind Leo's down 4-2 does launch people that duck, you're gonna have a headache fighting Leo. Try fighting a good Leo, and then come back to me and say, there's more other things that worry about. There's just too many issues, too many things they added in, which has caused the problem. And I'm scared of them adding in any more new things. Please don't add in no more new moves. It's made the game have its issues right now. No more new moves. Even Season 3, please, no more new moves. Let's kind of like flush out the issue here. The main issue is the game, the direction of the game is constantly changing. The meta is constantly changing. We don't have like a well-structured game. Tekken 8 is not a well-structured game. And as much as people want to be like, hey man, like, but I enjoy it. If you enjoy it, sick. But it's not a well-structured game. And the reason why I can say that, the game has shaped into a different game. Season 2 is shaped into a different game than Season 1. And there's so many things being changed. They still don't even know what's going on. They're still changing stuff with heat. They're still changing heat consumption. Like, even heat burst, for example. I think heat burst should track straight down the line. Boom. So if you sidestep and someone does a heat burst at that time when they sidestep, Universal, if they sidestep, you should not get hit by heat burst. That's how I think it should be across the board. Like, we need to just like, make the game have like some type of like, I don't know, rules. Everyone, I think majority of characters that are in stance, I feel like if it was me in a game like this, I would say every character that's in stance, they can't block in stance. Like, give it rules. Because right now you've got Asuka just chainsaw, and then she's doing this +7 or whatever it is. Your back's against the wall. +7. What are you meant to do? Like, why has this move not been touched? +7. Come on, man. Why does Feng do sway with back 3? It's not something that people require. Why did you speed up QCF moves? It just looks weird. So, again, I don't want to rant too much about Tekken 8. I could see that they are trying to mend the problems. Shout out to Harada, Murray, you know, NKT Dreamer, Akida. Shout out to the Tekken team. I appreciate you lot actually trying to sort this out and sort out this issue. I feel like it's going to take a long time for the game to shape up to be where it is. I'm also interested in checking out Fakram when he does come out. I'm also interested in playing the Pac-Man stage. Yeah, just I want Tekken to do great. That's my main concern at the minute, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you and what I think about the new update, which is going to be version 2.02. When we get more information about the characters, I'll also be doing a video of that too. Remember to check out this channel and to subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, yes you. If you have not subscribed, yes you. Yeah? What are you doing? We're nearly on 100,000 subscribers. We're on 97.5. We're nearly there. So, and if you like Tekken content and you're here, that's all you gotta do. But other than that, it's been your boy King J signing out. Take it easy. Again, I'll be giving you a lot more Tekken updates. Even if I'm not really liking the game, I do appreciate you lot watching these videos. So I'll definitely take the time out and do that for sure. Peace.
Simmer down, simmer now. Couple kicks to your boat, I'm a winner now. Like Eddie with the feet, I'm a killer now. Simmer down, simmer now.